2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And joining us a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for the Warriors, Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. They've got Iguodala. Tonight we'll see him work to establish that all-important presence under the glass. Then there's Bell, and it's Green in at the 4 spot. And for Toronto, Lowry out there with Green. And at the center position, an impressive combination of size and skill. The 7'1" Spaniard, Marc Gasol. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Now here's Leonard. He kicks it to Gasol. Gets the bucket.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
You know, it's amazing. You think about the name Gasol, you think of Powell, but Mark is the one who made the All-Star game a year ago, not Powell. So he's become an excellent player in his own right. Great passer off the high post. He's got the strength to go down to the low block and beat you up down there, and he rebounds the ball extremely well.
He just takes up a lot of space with the screens he sets and his body. I mean, the way he gets into people out and inside the key, it just takes its toll on players he's going up against.
Well, this Warriors ownership group has really energized the franchise. They've been very proactive. They purchased the D-League team from Dakota with plans to move them to Santa Cruz, about an hour south of Oakland. And in order to accommodate the team's home games, they built a new 3,000-seat arena in a matter of months.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Klay Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got 5 points so far. Number 43, headed by Green. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And the Santa Cruz Warriors, as they've been renamed, have been a hit. You know, Clark leading the D-League in revenue, making the D-League finals last season.
And, you know, with all of the D-League games now broadcast on YouTube, the exposure for players in the D-League is better than ever. And for the Warriors to have their D-League affiliate so close by gives them a much better opportunity to develop their young talent. Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Gasol passes to Leonard. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside, Green. There's the feed to Bell. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You know, after the Rudy Gay trade sent Jose Calderon, Kyle Lowry said that now the Raptors were his team. And while that might be debatable, he's clearly got the talent to run a team at the point guard position.
Iguodala kicks to Thompson. And the shot is good. Thompson's got 7 points.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
And back to Kyle Lowry, a good passer, also an amazing rebounder for a 6-foot-tall guard.
He's physical, doesn't mind throwing his weight around. He's confident. You can see how aggressive he is offensively. Always looking to draw contact and get to the free throw line.
Now here's Iguodala, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. And Thompson kicks to Green. Wants to get it to Iguodala and does. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Here's Leonard after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. The tray. A rebound by Iguodala.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Outside Curry. Green left side. The dish to Iguodala. Backing in. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
And again, Toronto no up. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Curry with them. Now Green defending. Shoots it up. That one a little long.
Ill-advised shot selection right there, Clark.
It really was. I mean, very low percentage shot there.
Here's Leonard. Off target from outside. Warriors leading by 6. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, here's what the Raptors head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
And thank you for that, Doris.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. .153 left to play here in the first. McKinney passes to Cook. Passes it to McKinney. Just 5 to shoot. Cook fires from 18. The rebound by Ibaka.
The Raptors have been in the rebuilding process for a while now, and even though they still didn't crack the postseason, they were able to do something they haven't done in several years. Win more than they lose here in Toronto.
Toronto with the ball, trailing here by 8. .114 left here in the opening quarter. Livingston kicks to Cook. Cook gets his screen from Cousins. Cook dishes to Livingston. Feeds to Cook. 17-foot shot on the way. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And it might seem like such a small accomplishment, but going back to what you said, Clark, about the Raptors, but they are a young team, and it takes small steps like that to climb up the standings, Steve, you know, this year to year.
Yeah, no question. I mean, unless you have a once-in-a-lifetime or at least once-in-a-generation type player in the draft, you have to do it with smaller steps, and that's what the Raptors are trying to do.
Well, a front office shakeup this offseason for the Toronto Sources. The Raptors spent big money to attract the executive of the year, and there was definitely some turnover as people were let go and fresh faces were hired on.
And so Cook nails both of them. You know, with the new leadership here in Toronto, perhaps a change for the better for a team that's only made the playoffs, Steve, 5 times in its 18-year history.
The new general manager is very well respected around the league. He's done a great job in Denver, and now a chance to turn this Toronto franchise around. And remember, Kevin, this is one of the best fan bases in the NBA. These fans love their team. I think this is kind of a sleeping giant here.
Number 23, defended by Cook. He dishes it to Powell. They need this. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Cook. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Powell. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. From downtown. No luck.
Steve, they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, it's impressive, too. Clark's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
And Toronto making a change here. There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Right side, Lynn launches it. They get it back. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
Here's Cook. No luck. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Warriors on top, leading by 10. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
It was pretty impressive the way they moved the ball, made the extra pass, and found open shooters that whole quarter.
Yeah, it's been a complete team effort out there. Great to watch.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, for Jeremy Lin, 2 seasons ago, it was one of the most abrupt ascents into stardom the league has ever seen. For Lin, though, it wasn't all roses. He said, quote, "I saw how fame changed how people looked at me, and I hated it. I went into a shell. But over time, I was able to get a better perspective." He said, quote, "I won't let any of my friends become a fan. They can support me, but they can't treat me differently than they would treat someone else. And guys, now on a new team, Lin might just be happier now that the hoopla has settled a bit."
Well, Doris, that fan passion can cut both ways. Sometimes you have to take the good with the bad. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Gives him the lead pass. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle steps for the Warriors?
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
That's good for McKinney.
The Warriors were able to get back to the postseason for the first time since the We Believe season in 07 when they knocked off the Dallas Mavericks as an 8 seed. They didn't finish above 500 on the road, but still were much better than previous years, which allowed them to get to the playoffs. He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Fast break Toronto. Here's Leonard. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Now here's Curry. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Thompson. 6 to shoot. The 17-footer. And it's off the back rim. No good. Well, back to that Warrior road record that Clark was talking about. 19 and 22, as you said. But I remember an early road trip that had them go 6-1. Really helped them start to believe in themselves. Steve, as a team last season.
Yeah, that included that buzzer-beating win against Miami on Draymond Green's shot. I mean, I think that's when this group really realized that they could make some noise and possibly be a playoff team.
Curry against Len. Dishes to Bogut. Working on Gasol. Shoots from the baseline. That is good. And the Warriors lead by 12. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
Well, Andrew Bogut essentially missed the first half of last season as he continued rehab from his ankle injury from early 2012. The team did a pretty good job of holding down the fort in his absence. Got off to a hot start, but no question about it. He gives this team a whole different dimension inside when he's healthy.
And the Warriors making a change here. Outside Gasol. Leonard. No luck.
So many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Thompson backing down. Elbow shot. Off the left rim and out. Going back to Bogut, the Warriors took a little heat early on with that trade. They sent their high-scoring guard, Monte Ellis, for Bogut to Milwaukee, and they had to wait a long while for the big man because he came injured to Golden State.
Well, that was the main reason people were upset. They traded their leading scorer for a guy who couldn't even play because he was on the sidelines. But once he was healthy, the trade made perfect sense. Golden State had plenty of firepower in the backcourt. They needed the size and defense that Bogut brought them.
Now, here's Green. After the miss from Klay Thompson. And Green gets it to go.
They're not going to run that play very often. But, hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that three.
Outside Leonard. Gasol, a screen on Bell. Now the pass to Gasol. Back to Leonard. Beyond the arc. Green with the rebound.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit that shot regardless of the defense.
A chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Guys, the Warriors aggressively pursuing top talent this summer. They surprised many as strong contenders for Dwight Howard and did end up with an all-star acquisition in Andre Iguodala. He gives them an elite perimeter defender who can also create offense for them in a point-forward role. And with their shooters, a great fit for his talents. This is a team not content to rest on its laurels, but constantly in hot pursuit of the best players in the game.
Such a terrific turnaround. Thanks, Doris. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, you look at the turnaround last season for Golden State. A lot of it has to do with the steady presence of Jarrett Jack and Carl Landry off the bench. Both players brought a toughness and a level of competitiveness that was maybe missing from the Warriors the year before.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Outside, Green. Kicks to Curry. Shoots it. Good as the jump shot falls. And the Warriors lead by 15. And for the Warriors, such an impressive turnaround last season, but financial constraints, Clark, make it tricky for them, make it tricky for anybody. Keep teams together.
Well said, but I give the ownership credit for making the commitments necessary to put themselves in a good position going forward, Kevin. After such an impressive postseason showing, I think they want to continue that momentum.
Warriors leading by 13. Pass to Iguodala. We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. They get it again. Here's Green. No good from the low block. For Toronto, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Lowry with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Now here's Green. Pass to Bell. Back to Green. He feeds it to Bell. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break Toronto. Here's Leonard. Count the bucket. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
And so it's Golden State with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Curry kicks to Green. Releases. That doesn't go either for Green.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
And it's Iguodala with the rebound.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
It's Bell on the wing. Back to Curry. He passes to Green. The layup off target.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And so that's the end of the first half. Warriors lead by 11. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Saturday, the best day of the week. Let's make it even a little bit better with a halftime show. The Golden State Warriors are ahead against Toronto. Textbook defensive play on their part. You couldn't draw it up any better. Klay Thompson making an impact in this one. He's got 7 points, and he's been making some nice contributions on the glass, too. And hanging tough, the Toronto Raptors. They haven't been able to get their shots to fall. Ice cold from the field. Kawhi Leonard with some valuable contributions. His shooting percentage hovering right around 50%. It's awfully good, heads or tails. And now, back to the game in Toronto. Glad to have you with us.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Now, here's Curry. That doesn't go either for Green.
You know, you take a look at a lot of the guys in the NBA who get a bunch of steals, and most of them will gather a fair amount of fouls because of that aggressiveness and that gambling style. Not the case with Kawhi Leonard, who has about a 1-to-1 foul-to-steal ratio for his career. Pretty impressive.
Warriors leading by 11. Green, the pass to Curry. Curry gets the screen from Thompson. Curry kicks to Bell. Green. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. That doesn't go either for Green. And Kawhi Leonard, Clark, you mentioned his knack for steals. And Steve, you shaking hands with him moments ago. He's got huge hands.
Yeah, it almost hurt. You know what I love about him? He's got a nose for the ball. You mentioned the big hands. That helps him to be a great rebounder, but he just always finds his way into the play, and he helps this team win.
And here is Iguodala following the 3 from Green. Iguodala dishes to Bell. He kicks to Green. The three. They get the rebound.
And they've missed the first 3 shots of the third quarter.
Outside Lowry. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Now the feed to Leonard. Number 43 hits the jumper in space. Now Green.
So often teams that are near the bottom of the East tend to get drummed by the Western Conference teams, and that was the story last season for the Raptors. Had some close games and even a few upsets, but out west they didn't fare very well.
Now here's Curry. The drive by Iguodala off his foot, and they're saying he kicked the ball. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Toronto on defense. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Well, picking up that talk again on the Raptors. Teams out west have so many great forwards to deal with that when you try and go up against them with the stretch four like the Raptors have had, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, particularly rebounding and defensively, Kevin. That's one of the reasons Toronto traded Bargnani to the Knicks in the offseason. They wanted to be a little better in terms of being physical, being more punishing with their post players, and having a better defensive presence.
That's his first personal foul.
The Raptors shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Well, how about last season? They shot 80% as a team from the free throw line. That's an impressive number.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
First free throw is good.
You know, the Warriors made big strides last year, and part of it was a retooling of the team, but they also got a lot of help from the group of rookies that they had, and a number of those rookies played prominent roles down the stretch and in the playoffs.
Both shots good from the stripe. Well, Clark, as you said, the Warriors did lean on their rookies as the season went on. 4 of them in all, with 3 coming in the draft and 1 walking on the roster. Big help, Steve, from them in the opening round of the playoffs.
You know, pretty remarkable that a team could do that well in the postseason, relying on so many rookies, but it speaks to their maturity, their character, the group they've put together, and it's very promising in terms of their long-term success.
Now, here is Ibaka, looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Curry. There's the dish to Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And that one's good. That's 12 points for Kawhi Leonard.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Passes it to Thompson. Clock at 6. Thompson left side. Trying to break that ice cold streak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Now, Klay Thompson making NBA money. I'll tell you what, he learned from his father, Michael Thompson, who played a long time in the NBA. And his dad taught him, hey, you better live on a monthly stipend. You got to save your money, son. So good advice from Pops.
And he makes the first. And you know, to go back, there's the cliche of the athlete who doesn't save for retirement. It's got to be a good thing for Klay Thompson to have that restraint, I would think.
And what I like, Kevin, the focus for him is on basketball and getting better. No entourage, no shopping sprees. Everything is pretty low-key and close to the vest. I mean, he's a gym rat, wants to be a great player, not interested in glamour and celebrity. He wants the ball.
I like the fact he lives on a tight budget. And, you know, as Steve was talking about, he's got some pretty good genes, pretty good bloodlines, too.
DNA isn't bad at all with Michael being the dad.
Here's Powell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And what you love about him is just the way he hits the offensive glass. I mean, he knows that those are the easiest points for him. I mean, he can find a loose ball, get an offensive board, and put it back into the basket.
And Steve, he's also the player they rally around at the defensive end. I mean, they cause some real havoc when he's out there running the show defensively.
The Warriors making a switch here. Cook's checked in. Now off the inbound. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Iguodala kicks to Green. And again, no good by Golden State.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Cook. And that is good.
Oh, man, they needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
And a good one, defensively and offensively. It's been a terrific stretch for him.
Here is Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Iguodala, no good.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they chase down that pumpkin often.
Feeds it to Lowry for the lead. It's Lowry again missing. Golden State's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And here's Green outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Green's got 6.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
And here's Lowry. Puts up a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. And it's Iguodala again missing.
Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
The Raptors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops for Lowry. The Warriors making a switch here. And so Lowry nails both of them. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Lowry against Curry. Back to Green. Iguodala. All sorts of time. That's good. Iguodala's got 6.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
Thompson against Len. Up top, Leonard. Backs him down. This one for 3. Off target. The third quarter comes to a close. Warriors ahead, up 4. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Warriors?
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And the other thing they're doing, Clark, is scoring a lot of points off turnovers, forcing mistakes and cashing in.
Now here's Leonard. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Draymond Green. The Warriors leading. Curry kicks to Cousins. From 7. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second free throw. Raptors trail by 3. He dishes it to Lynn. The shot from the low post is good.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
The Warriors shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Curry passes to Cousins. Back to Curry. Iguodala outside. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson fires for 3. No good.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Leonard. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Loom lays it up and banks it in. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Toronto calls timeout.
Well, he may just be trying to get a break in the action to clear their heads. You know, a lot of their shots are rimming out. You wonder if their confidence isn't suffering at this point.
I think that's a good time to call a timeout. If a team has a few fall the wrong way for them, just burn a timeout and let them forget about it. Regroup, talk about it, and refocus.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message the Raptors coach was giving to his team. He hasn't been happy with their shot selection. He told them, we're forcing things out there, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, work for the open shot in the flow of our offense. We'll see if they heed that advice, Kevin.
Now here's Leonard. And he jams it with authority. There it is, guys. That Olay defense Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Well, yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
And so here is Golden State after the Raptors pick up 2. Thompson dishes to Cousins. Back to Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Green kicks to Curry. From deep. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Bell's checked in. Toronto trailing. Outside Leonard. To take the lead. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Curry against Lowry. Right side Curry. Back to Cousins. Shot clock at 6. Dishes to Green. And the layup's good off the glass.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Bell against Leonard. Outside Lowry. Back to Leonard. The pass to Lowry. Number 43. It's good. This game is all even.
The road back hasn't been an easy one, but they've managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
Now, here's Curry. Right side Curry. Bell against Leonard. Bell passes to Curry. Thompson. Tries from 16. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Green with a screen for Leonard to take the lead. It's rebounded by Golden State. Thompson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Back to Curry. Thompson outside. Kicks it to Bell. Pass to Green. He feeds it to Cousins. Backs in. And that's off the glass and in. And the Warriors lead by 2. Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. Gasol is checked in for Toronto. We've got 1:55 left in the game. Lowry kicks to Leonard. Pulls from the top of the key. Shot is off. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Pass to Cousins. Outside, Green. Out to Thompson. The feed to Bell. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
.127 left in the 4th quarter. Bell against Leonard. He passes passes to Gasol. Thompson with the rebound. Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Green. He kicks it to Curry. Releases. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, it's no wonder he's a bit cold. He's used to getting a lot more shots than he has today.
Leonard, the open look. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Thompson with it. Now Green defending. Here is Bell. Right side Curry. From downtown. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Raptors are gone. 4-10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. There's the dish to Gasol. The Warriors pull it in, and he commits the intentional foul. This may be their most important possession.
Yeah, as long as they don't make a mistake here, they should be safe.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Those are big free throws, guys, because now it becomes a 2-possession game.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 4. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
I think the coach is telling them here to just take the easy points in a hurry, and then you got to foul right away.
I don't think they necessarily need to just foul blindly right away here. Still go for a steal before you send one of them to the foul line.
23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. Goes back up. Buries it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Huge points.
That's beyond huge, Steve. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Here's Green. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Green kicks to Leonard. No good with the triple. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. Throws it from deep. Can't get it to fall. So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr endorsement, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Draymond Green.